Tainted Window, make some noise.
Okay, let's go.
Well, we're back again with
on.
me,
As
LP
always.
Stunner, your boy, the moderator of today. Well, today we're going to talk about serious stuff. Witchcraft.
Oh, wow. Okay. Sticky one.
Yeah. Ooh. Spooky. They come into. So yeah, as we're going to introduce the show, obviously, man on my right, introduce yourself, please.
Apollo Shaka Steno for this show.
King Nate the First. No complaining. Keep it moving, man.
Your boy done the man. Let's go.
All right, well, I'm your boy LP, as you know. Already introduced myself. Today we're going to talk about witchcraft. But before we talk about it, I'm going to put a little clip now. You're going to see about witchcraft. Then when we're back, we'll talk about it. Ping, then we're back. All right. Now we watch the video. We seen the women. First, not even diving in too much. Do you believe in witchcraft? Do you think witchcraft exists?
No. Me personally, I don't believe in it at all.
And why?
I don't, bro, it's like, I don't believe in it because I feel if all those powers and all those stuff is real, yeah, where was it when we was being colonized by the Europeans, mate? Right? So, what did it do when when we was being fired with guns, yeah, where was the witchcraft then, boss? Do you get where I'm coming from? So to me, all that is just, yeah, boss.
So you don't believe in demons, like this
I don't believe in
the
demons.
spirit that comes to you, takes over your brain,
I don't buy none of
makes
that, mate.
human sacrifice and shit.
I don't buy none of that, boss.
None of that.
Nah,
All
man.
right, we'll see where he's at. What about you, King Nate the First?
I believe it. I believe that it can be there if you believe it. So I think it touches into the spiritual realm, innit? Like you.
What you mean it can be there if you believe it?
I think
don't
like
get
if
it.
someone said,
Elaborate.
for example, like I remember when I was young and one of my aunts said something like, "Oh, there's Obio in the family. You got put on your granddad, so that means nobody's gonna be successful, or there's always gonna be problems with relationships." Yeah. So that was kind of spread out among from young. So I'm like, Obio, like, what do you mean? If you're doing all this, so. That's a big thing in Caribbean. You know what I'm saying? You don't know this. It's the same Africa, and it's hand in hand. This is something our cultures get into, yeah? So, like, when you hear these things over time, and then you hear people give stories of what they think it is, you do start to believe maybe it's possible. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But I believe that it is possible because of how someone can manifest something on someone. Like a spell, you know, like same way they say sometimes love can be a spell, or
witches cast a spell.
yeah,
on you,
casting things on people. I believe you can do things like that to people, whether it affects them, as in if they thinking of that, or
no, but we're talking about witchcraft itself. Do you believe it's a?
I believe it's a practice that is alive and there and out there, and people use it. And it does affect people. I feel it's out there.
What about you, Dad? The man.
I want to keep mine short and sweet. I don't do spooky, but we're gonna elaborate. I'll take it back to you.
You don't do spooky.
You don't. What you mean? Explain to me. You don't do spooky. How?
I think it's all a figment of your imagination, bro. I don't think any of that bullshit that exists, bro. I think it's just people want to believe in these things, and if you believe in it enough, your brain can concoct a story that you believe. You know what I'm saying? Your brain can believe in whatever you want it to believe in.
So those stories that we hear in Africa, like back in the days, or
so crap.
What do
It's
you
all
mean
bullshit.
so crap?
It's all bullshit, bro.
Now, well,
bullshit.
I'm gonna go in the sense of my dad too. My dad never believed in witchcraft, but I think it's wrong. I think if there's evil, if there's good, there's evil. So both of them are in spiritual world. They both intertwine. So you can't have a good without an evil.
Okay.
So witches, they do exist, but it depends on now what type of witch we're talking about. We're talking about the magic shit, or we're talking about the witch that casts spell and do bad things to people. So do that exist in real life as you know, or does it not exist?
me personally, yeah, like, since I've been living, yeah, I've never seen nobody fly. I've never seen nobody turn from a human being to an
Like, see the horns pop out or something.
yeah.
Like.
I've never seen no red man with a tail.
No, but you do have red men with tails though.
Where?
All right, let me explain to you this. What's the difference between, because it's just red man, that figment there, that red man honks tail.
Yeah.
It's just I'm looking for a word, a way to say this is the devil, right?
Like an
The perception of
imagination.
it, the
Yeah.
image.
Image
An
of
image
a
for
devil.
you to visually see.
Okay.
It.
Now we're getting there.
Yeah.
What's the difference of that image there of
Yes,
being
but-
the devil,
but then that's-
of a guy that run around in school and start shooting everybody?
No, but that's
So
what I'm
the
saying.
devil.
But to me, you see, the thing is, I like to believe in what's real, what we can see.
Yeah.
I've got ears to hear, eyes to see, nose to smell, a mouth to eat. I eat and I shit. These are real facts. If I pinch you, you're gonna feel the pain. These
Yeah.
are facts. So when it comes to you know what? No, I don't believe in that. I believe in being in tune with nature, right? Because I believe with energy, yeah? I believe in being in tune with nature and projecting positivity out to nature or projecting negativity out. But I don't believe in like, you know, doing this
So
and doing...
for you, the evilness is what is the energy you can project it to.
Yeah, I believe all of us have evil and all of us have good. You get what I'm saying? I believe it's like the yin and the yang, right? You get the black side with a circle of a white, so, and then you get the white side with a circle of the black black dot. So I believe in all of us, even the best of, you know, the holiest of a person, they contain that evil in them. You get where I'm
But
coming from?
we all know you and I are African. Matter of fact, I'm gonna extend that question to Nate. We'll come back to Paul. Gonna ask that last. We all know with these witches, people that go for protections and for this and that. People pay money for this thing.
But that's mainly where I've come across it, like as far as information or hearing things, and it's mainly come, and I know it's the same in Caribbean and Africa are the same. Who normally goes to a witch to get something put on them? Normally the bad man, the gunman. He might have killed someone, yeah, or he might be
Protection.
hot to get shot.
To
You know what I'm saying?
to miss
Exactly.
bullets
So
and
once-
them
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
man.
You
all of that.
hear this guy never get shot.
Thank you.
Wherever we go, they'll try to stab him. He never. He has
don't happen.
protection and
Yeah.
this and that.
So this is how we hear about it, innit? No, I'm saying
No,
we're
no,
not
I
saying
know-
that,
I know what you're
but this
saying.
is how we hear about it, and this is the perception we have. So like, you can watch many different sources of material, and a guy will say, I watched one, and then the guy was like, oh, I was a witch doctor, and now I've been saved. I'm now a pastor, yeah. So what he's explained, and he's basically saying like, everybody that came to him
Yeah.
was basically everybody that didn't want to die.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't want to get shot. They didn't want to get this, so they come for protection.
Yeah.
So they're already doing evil shit.
No,
You
but
know what I'm saying?
I've seen
they
a
just want
documentary.
protection for them to not be basically killed by the shit that they're involved in.
But I have seen a documentary. I think it was in Brazil somewhere. Somebody went and got protection to not get shot, and 2 days after that they got shot.
No, but they got played, isn't it?
So you got shot.
They got played.
Ah, come on, bro, man. Listen,
And then they say-
so. All right, now.
So did he go and pay for that service?
Of course he did.
And
so
then
wait, so
after he got
basically,
shot.
I'll let Daniel. So I'll let Dan.
Go on, Dan. Answer that. Witchcraft. So
To me,
yeah.
we're all grown men, yeah? We've all been on this earth for a fair amount of time, yeah? And everything that we'll talk about here is going to be what we heard, seen, or whatever. How come this shit always happen where we're not there?
What you so you never met someone that had protection. So you say that don't exist.
Hell no. That's what I'm saying. There's 5 of us in this room. We've been here, we're all in our late 30s. How come this shit always happens when we're not there? How come we always hear about it? How come none of us have been there when this bad man's getting shot and the bullet bounce off him? How come none of us have been there when that person turns into the devil? How come there's 5 people? Statistically, one of us should see this motherfucking shit happen.
I've never seen no
But
snake
none of
that
us-
spits out money.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
I've never seen no.
Yeah.
I've never seen somebody flying.
You know what I'm saying? I've never seen someone transform into.
You know where I'm coming from?
You know what I'm saying?
But that doesn't mean nobody ever seen gravity. But it's there.
Oh, but you're comparing it to gravity. That alone says that motherfucking shit don't exist. Because gravity, we know, when you hear these stories, they don't tell you that it's invincible. The person don't come and tell you, yeah, bruv, I saw this man turn into da-da-da-da-da. Bro, I saw bullets bounce off this man. How come this shit always happen? There's 5 men in the room. How come, and all of us have lived for a fair amount of time. How come, statistically, one of us should have at least seen something. So how come it always happen when we're not there? And if you put 5 different people in a room, the same question will be asked. It's always going to be what they heard or what someone told them.
And I also think, it's like, let's say, if I was going to say, you know what, I'm going to start praising this, I'm going to believe this, right? I'm going to put my energy like this bottle. It's like, anything good happens to me, I find money today.
You will say that bottle.
It's the bottle.
Yeah. You say that
because
bottle.
the mind is the most. Do you know how powerful the mind is?
Your brain can make you believe. That's why there's a
you get where I'm
hallucination
coming
and
from?
all that. Because your brain will make you believe what you want to believe. It
Oh.
will create a story. Don't you? Let me put it this
I
way.
get that point
Don't you
still.
find sometimes if you was thinking about something all day, or if you was thinking about, even if you watch
And
like a
then if
horror
it-
movie or whatnot, then your brain can create a story in your mind, and you're thinking, raw, like this is a mad thing, like, do you get what I'm saying, bro? Just maybe because you was thinking about some evil shit, or you was thinking about that person that got murdered, or da-da-da-da-da. And then you thought about it so much that your brain creates a mad thing. You get what I'm saying? Because your brain will believe what you want. Could create a movie in your head.
And
you
not
know?
just that, everybody, that had these so-called
What spells put on them.
native cultures that believe in witchcraft, believe in spookism, all of them got fucking colonized, boss.
Yeah.
No.
It's true though,
about?
you
Yeah.
know. I know it's I
What
know
are you
it's a
talking
laugh
about,
about
bro?
it, but
All of them, all of
When you think about
Africans,
it,
us
quite
Africans
funny.
colonized.
That's where I
It's
think
quite deep
we're getting wrong. The witchcraft, is it for good or is it for bad?
But I don't believe in witchcraft.
Yeah.
I believe in the energy that you project. You can be somebody that you're naturally are either agreeable or disagreeable. You understand? Either you're a positive person or you're a negative person. That's what I believe. It's like if somebody done me something bad to my children, I want to kill that person. Does
No,
that mean
but
wait? Does that mean I'm naturally a bad person? No, I'm reacting of the energy that's being put in my life at that time. Because it's energy, innit? You go and somebody robs your house, and your child is there. It's the energy that they bring into your house for you to react a certain way. But then
Yeah,
you go and
it
coming
is
from.
the energy they bring it into your life. But when they cast those spell, those things happen.
What spell,
So
bro?
it doesn't.
Who do
it
you
doesn't
know?
mean if
Who do you know?
believe
Who
on
do you
it.
know personally that they've casted the spell?
You talking like that? You don't know Kindoki in our country.
I don't believe in it. I used
but
to,
it doesn't
but I
matter
don't
if
believe
you
in
believe in it or
No,
not.
but I don't believe in it.
exists.
No, it
No,
doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. It's like when you're young and you're gullible,
You believe
you,
that
you
shit.
go off. Bros, I don't believe in that shit. Bros, today, okay, all this year, before you eat, you pray. How many food do we eat outside? Takeaway, McDonald's, chicken and chips. You just eat.
No,
and
but you
ain't
don't
dead.
pray to save you. You pray to say thanks. It's two different
No, apparently
issues.
it's to pray. It's to pray, bro. When I was younger, there used to be a woman. Oh, don't eat from her mikate, which is
we
puff
used to
puffs,
get all that shit.
because she got witchcraft. If you eat puff puffs, she got witchcraft, you're gonna die. Yeah, you get where I'm coming
Whole
from.
leap
Yeah,
of bullshit, bro.
you get where I'm coming
No,
from.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
don't take nothing from strangers. Some people they're gonna feed you kindoki or whatever, bro. Like I'm saying, how many strangers would go out there to their restaurants or to their, you know what I mean, wherever we eat, and you still here today, bros, and you're not dead, bros.
No, I see your point.
And you see them same motherfuckers there, bruv. Them witchcraft or whatever. You see when someone calls Boydom on them, bruv. They'll get arrested.
So that is
handcuffed,
where
sitting in jail.
I'm gonna move this on swiftly to this video. You see this woman walking along the street with this straight up, you say, crazy guy, a dumb guy that's in the dumpster. Finds him. You know the video, right?
Yep.
Right, Dad?
Okay,
Yep.
yeah, I watched it. I see that.
Then
one.
it
You
took
sent
the
it to
guy
us.
the thing. We'll put the video on the link. So you see the video, right? Why did that woman take the crazy guy all the way and went washing him? What's going on there? That video.
There's two things. It's either she looked down his pants and she liked what she see. And she was like, I'm gonna make you normal today, nigga. You gonna turn normal. I need some of that.
no.
Or she believes what she believes. And if she, just because she believes it doesn't mean it's true. It might be that she's thinking she's some power, some witchcraft or whatever. But just because one believes it doesn't mean it's true. That's my short and sweet answer.
And to be honest, with that video, we don't really know
What's going on.
what is really
It's a
going
bit
on.
hard, isn't it?
You get where I'm coming from? It's like
What
that
do you
could-
mean? What's going on? Did you see the girl? Did you see the woman?
But we don't know
Bro,
what's
I see
happening.
The woman, the woman's all nice and piffle, whatever. But we don't know if that's a boyfriend. We don't
Family
know.
member.
Family. No one knows.
Okay, you take the family member, went to watch the family member in the river, in the filthy river.
Bro, people do madness that we don't know why they do it, bro.
She might not even be all there
You
herself.
get where I'm
like.
coming from? People do madness. You know what? Sorry, Nate. Sorry,
No,
sorry.
I'm just saying that like the video is just like where's it even coming
Where's
from?
it
Like
going?
it's
Where's it
just
coming from?
like,
Where's it going?
is it just been done just for us to watch it to talk about it now?
Yes.
Like we don't know, but I say like
No, but that's
I
what
think,
I'm
I think
saying.
the interesting thing is that you brought up the fact of is it real or is it not? The whole finesse around it anyway. The fact that you even have to think is it real or is it not? And most of the evidence has come from past stories. You know, they say like vampires. Like you get it because it's some historical story that at some point someone did this, that. Yeah. People, us humans have very good imaginations. Yeah. We can wake up. We can make up some
I don't
wicked
think it's
scenarios.
just
Yeah.
imagination,
But what I'm saying
because-
is, what is the purpose behind the fact of saying it's witchcraft? Is it just the fact that it's not witchcraft? It's just the fact of when you want to try and put bad energy on somebody, yeah, and be bad mind. You get what I'm saying? That's what you're basically trying to project, and then trying to make it look real or having some realism around it by getting a doll, getting some of the person's hair, mixing this with that. You know what I'm saying? The perception of witches anyway. Look what we've seen.
And then you see the
Look
life
what
my
we've
man's
seen.
living, brass.
From a kid. What
Eating
have
off
we
people
seen?
money, bro.
Green, this woman with green long mash up nose and
Yeah.
got a black cat. boiling shit in a
Bro, it's
But-
crazy.
No, but
As a
I
kid-
think you guys are leaving this one bit out.
No,
because
go on.
you believe in goodness, right?
There's good and bad.
good and bad.
So is that good and bad?
Yeah.
So is the goodness and the badness, the witchcraft is just a spiritual side of the badness of casting spell instead of praying when you receive the good deeds.
But then that's the
But
thing.
that is the reverse of it. Or is he a good side of witchcraft?
No,
Or
but
is he a good one?
but you see, the thing is, when we're going into all this like conversation, we're talking spiritual, this, we have to then start breaking down, you know, what the meaning behind what spiritual is, what spiritual means. Do you get where I'm coming from? Because and really get a real understanding of what we're talking about. Do you get where I'm coming from? So it's like,
Otherwise, it's just a blank sheet. Bro,
it's like, for instance, I feel that woman, she lives in a certain demographic that they believe in witchcraft and voodoo and stuff like that. Yeah. Now, we are in a certain demographic that we know. You know what? If one of us is gonna drop here today, voodoo ain't waking you up. You're gonna need a doctor, which consists of science, medication, and all that stuff. Not saying, okay, in Africa, I think people get it mixed, confused. There's herbs, man.
That's it.
Yeah,
Which herb man?
No.
The herbal healer, those are totally different.
No, but
than
what I'm
the-
saying,
compared to the witches.
in our culture, when you say Nkisi, yeah, Nkisi was somebody that deals with herbs.
Herbs, yeah.
We would say like bushman.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Bushman.
yeah.
Bushman.
Nkisi, no. I'm trying to tell you. I'm going back to the because I've done my reading on this. You get where I'm coming from? Nkisi is somebody that deals with like it's herb. They're a doctor.
Yeah, they're a doctor.
They're a doctor, or you can even call them a scientist. You get where I'm coming from, yeah? Now, they know, okay, these plant, the properties behind this plant, this will heal this will heal that. This is where the Europeans went and just took the same plants, extracted it and
Put
turned
it
it
in a
into a
pill.
pill.
Yeah.
And this is what, so it looks all neat. You understand?
Glossy.
Like the first brain surgery was done in Africa. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
Caesarean was done in Rwanda back in the day. So it's like, so these are certain things that Africans had, knowledge that these people had. You get where I'm coming from, which you will call them, now people will call them witch doctors, or you get where I'm coming from. But so there's a difference, bros. You get where I'm coming from? Yeah? There's a difference now. In modern times, because we've been our ways of life has been tarnished, and they've made our ways of life devilish or evil, wherever. Now our own people even look at that. Oh, nah,
Scared.
that herbs man there. He knows that he's doing voodoo, or this is that, because we have
they
no
don't
understanding
understand
of what it actually is.
No, but when they're casting a spell off a door or
What
things
spell?
like
That shit don't
But
work.
that's what I'm saying. That shit is that there is bullshit. Is over money.
Yeah.
That there is. I'm telling you,
a
that.
son.
People go pay for this shit.
It's a straight hustle.
It's over
Hustle.
money, bros. It's
It's a
like
hustle.
I'm saying. It's like the biggest voodoo you can do to somebody is sit there and like wish somebody bad. Like, I don't want him to win. I
No,
don't
but
want him to
that
get
will
nowhere.
never
Do you get
happen.
no? But what I'm
And
saying,
people do that naturally.
No, I'm telling you, of course that
Exactly.
happens.
Without any.
That happens.
Even that don't work.
That can't happen.
Of course it happens. Listen,
But it don't work.
it's like if let's say if I'm putting some negative thought towards Nate, yeah, I don't want him.
Nothing will happen to
No,
him.
wait, and if he believes it, if he
No,
no,
but-
No, if he believes it,
If he believes
what's
it.
gonna happen is if something happens to him,
I'm
he's
gonna
gonna
say,
think it's that.
it's me.
But really and truly
Yeah,
nothing
he
to
did
do
that
with it.
shit to
you
me.
get where I'm
Yeah.
coming from.
Yeah.
And
So-
maybe that's where it started from.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you
Maybe
understand what I'm
that
saying?
is where it
Maybe that's where,
started from.
because when you think about it, yeah, like we watched that. We watched another short video which we'll put that in the subscription. Yeah, we'll show that underneath, and this is basically on primetime English TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lady, she's saying, white lady saying basically she is a living witch. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the two hosts, I don't know who they are because I don't watch primetime TV, but they're
I
explaining.
think
She's
it's
saying,
Hollywood a booby.
yeah,
with
she's
the
saying,
other.
oh, you know, I'm a witch and I do good spells and I'm gonna teach you guys a spell. Yeah.
And
so
he teaches them a spell.
even that in itself, to put that on TV, yeah, what's that gonna show? What does that project? So now anybody,
No, but they
anybody
try and put an
trying
aspect
to
of
polish
those
it up, yeah.
good witches. That's
Yeah,
why I
trying
wanted
to
to
polish
get
it
at.
up.
But this guy don't believe in witches anyway, so you can't even get at that.
No, but that's what I was saying. He's
I
coming
see
to a
bare
point
witches
where
on road. Don't you see them raving, blood?
I said he's saying
out
to
there.
he's saying to the point. This coming to the point of negative energy and good energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like she's saying, she's on there saying, oh, you know, you light a candle, you do this, you do that. It's like saying when we want to get in our positive zone, there's a ritual we might have. Yeah, whether that is you go in your bath, you might bust 2 candles, you might put a little incense, and so maybe that's them formed that from people exaggerating a ritual. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you want to cleanse your yard, you can use a little sage. You know what I mean? But more time, use the sage to tell you need to come out the house. Do you get what I'm saying? Why it's doing this thing, you come back later. So maybe a lot of these things are perception of your mind. But we know, as you said, bush doctor, herbalist in the hills,
They exist.
all these things, we know that chemicals within certain plants or rooted ground things do things. Do you know what I'm saying? Do allow
Of course.
possible spiritual cleansing
To
of
come
certain
forward.
things to come forward for you to feel a certain way, energies in your mind.
Mind readers.
No,
I
Jesus.
don't believe in all that, bro. It's like, where's the if you start believing in where's the limitation, bruv? Where does it end?
All I'm saying is,
Where does it
there's
end?
5 men in the room that's lived life.
No, but
And none of us have seen nothing. Bro, if we was, what do you call those people that search, that do searches and, you know the people that excavate, not excavators, those people that search
Not
up,
researchers,
if something
but
was true,
I-
they go back to the ground and they search up things to see if it was
archaeologists.
archaeologists.
Yeah.
If we were archaeologists,
For ancient
if we were
remains.
archaeologists, by now we would say case closed. That shit ain't real. We ain't found no evidence. You know what I'm saying, bro? But the fact that we still discuss these things in 2021 by people who none of us have seen or seen any evidence of it, it baffles me, bro. It's like, it shows you how much of a human wants to believe something.
Let's take it this further.
Right.
Freemasons.
Yeah, what about them?
People say they're devil worshippers, right?
Yeah.
The secrecy that surrounds Freemason.
Yeah.
All that. And that what you call witchcraft. So
No.
voodoo. So
No.
because
No.
they're in that direction of
No.
devil worshipping,
No.
praying spiritual
No.
stuff.
You see people that
Ritual,
You see
yeah.
people like Freemasons and that. Yeah. You see rituals. Rituals are just ceremonies, bruv. You see, like even our grandparents.
of
you
what
see,
end though?
but let me
What are
la-
you doing a ceremony?
let me
for?
land. You see,
we
even-
don't need a ceremony.
Let me
here.
land. You see, our grandparents, but they used to do ceremonies for everything, for harvest, for this, for party, for everything had a ceremony. So these are just concepts that even these Freemasons just took from us. They want you to think there's some spooky shit going on because that makes us fearful. You get what I'm saying, bro? But these are just normal guys who's, like we were saying earlier, secret societies that's come together. How do we put fear into people? But then through that, build our own power. You get what I'm saying, bro? If you think that man's got something on you that's going to make you fearful, you might not want to challenge that man because you're thinking, oh shit.
You get
But
what I'm
then
saying?
behind it must be just some nerds sitting behind the table acquiring bare power by putting fear into these people. But if you see these
even
people,
when you go church in certain Catholic church, they go that smoke shit and you know they take her around the church. You know what I'm talking about, bro? You can call that what, a ceremony, bro.
you know what I'm saying?
You get what I'm saying? A church service, that's a ceremony.
You can
Sorry,
Yeah,
D.
go on, bro.
Eating this is the blood of Christ, and you eating
they
that
give you-
bread
trying to
and
give you
the
that token
wine.
thing.
That's a ceremony,
Tell you
bro.
to drink
No,
the
but
blood of-
that is just a reminder. But
No, that is a
blood of-
ceremony. That is a ceremony. It is a ceremony.
Yeah,
it's the same.
that's all it is. That's
You know
all
where
it
I'm
is.
coming from.
So So you could say basically like
It's a ritual.
saying the witchcraft is try to just make it like a brand, innit? A brand.
He's
to-
adding spookism
to,
into
to
it,
put
bro.
it forward for something that then can be used to make money.
Yeah.
nah.
No?
In layman's terms, yeah.
I think, like I said, yeah, if this fucking witchcraft shit is real, yeah, where the fuck was it?
Okay, let me
When
give
it
you
count,
this
when
scenario.
it counted.
Yeah, when was
Okay.
being
Alright,
there?
Alright.
guys.
Yeah, that's a point.
For some guys, they don't know this. There's this guy in my country. His name was Kimbang. That guy was arrested by white people. This is what happened.
Go on.
The guy wore this type of cloth.
Okay.
White people came, they yanking it this side, they yanking it that side. That shit moving nowhere.
That's a good story.
What happened there?
That's a good story.
Bro,
Was how come it happened when, like I keep saying, how come this shit happened when us man five in the room and never there? So
It was impossible for us to
all
be
right,
there.
but now
We
you're
were
getting my
too
point.
young.
Now you're getting to my point. This is why
We weren't even
this,
born.
but you now you're getting
Yeah.
to my now you're getting to my point. Even the ones that's happening now, it's always gonna happen when we're not there. You know why? Because
No,
it's
but
not
how
real.
many people believe in King Bangu?
Whether they believe him or not, it's not the point. When these things was happening, white them yanking, bro, who was there? This is just stories, bro.
You told me you knew even the day that he's gonna die.
Listen.
These are
All right. Look. All right, one thing I'm gonna say, yeah. One thing I'm gonna say, yeah.
nigga. Don't change us because it's a black man.
See? Yeah.
Don't change your stance.
One
'cause
thing
it's a
I'm gonna
nigga.
say, I was born in the Kimbangu
Yeah.
faith, right?
So you had that belief,
Right?
yeah.
Okay,
I grew up in that.
That
It's
belief,
like
yeah.
my great grandma, she was apparently there with Kimbangu while he was, fighting.
And
the
hey, not to
Belgians.
cut you, I'll let you land. But you gotta remember as well. You see in our grandma time as well, them time there, they were the most gullible people, you know. They were the most
So
gullible.
basically, I grew up in that faith. My mom, she goes to the church. Most of my family, you get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the faith we grew up in. You get where I'm coming from. So coming up, I heard stories, belief stories, whatever. But then as I grew up and became a man and had my own mind, and I stripped myself from everything I was taught, and I started learning and using my own mind,
yeah.
and using my own common sense with certain things. It's like so just because my parents believed in it, don't mean I should take that up. You know what I mean? So it don't mean because I'm born in a Muslim house, I should be Muslim. I have to find my own path. Do you get where I'm coming from?
No, but if they believe in it, that means somehow, because those stories ain't come from fufu, no come from thin air.
Oh, bruv, if you're a charismatic man, you see back in the days, charismatic man that were a little bit more learned, fooled a lot of people. They will just come into a man could just be
just
this.
one
getting
I
finished.
chose that example because he was
Yeah,
in that faith.
yeah.
But we have those type of voodoo type of story.
But that's
Yeah,
what
all
I'm-
across- all
that's
across
what
the
I'm-
border. Yeah,
but
all
that's
across
this,
everything.
but you didn't let me land. This is where I was coming from. I said back in those days, you're dealing with uneducated people, very gullible. So if you're charismatic, if you know more than the next man, you are a powerful person in that village or in that amongst your people or
everyone's
whatnot.
gonna look to
You
you
can
as the
you get the spokesperson. If
Whatever
you
you
say
say.
did 8, if you can say 1 + 1 = 10, they will say 1 + 1 = 10. You get what I'm saying, bro? Those people, how come you don't get those people really no more? Because now you can't fool people so easily. You get what I'm saying? That's why when we see them people now, we call them a cult. You're a bullshitter. You get what I'm saying, bro? But back in those days, you're dealing with a lot of religions. If they started now, they won't survive. A lot of these religions started in spookism to the point where if they were to start now, Catholic, Islam, if they were to start now, man would tell Muhammad, go away. Man would tell Jesus, bro, lie you, bro. You get what I'm saying? Man would tell Buddha, bro, you are gonna lie because you're not too much spookism, you're dealing with, but don't give me that spookism. We won't allow it if these men came up in this day and age. Because we want evidence, not proof. You know what I'm saying?
I think our generation, it's a bit different, innit? Like how we look at stuff.
I just think with technology and the way things are now.
How we look at it, and
man
we
want
look
evidence.
at our past ancestors and what they got finessed in. There's a lot of it we grown up and said, like, nah, bro.
No.
You lot.
No, but
that
that
got
wasn't
finessed
our
different.
ancestor getting finessed in. It was more came from
No, because
them.
it's built through.
And
it's
you know-
built through.
you know one
and then
thing?
when you see it as a
No
kid, you
matter-
think that it's that until
Yeah.
exactly you get of age and you strip it.
You get where I'm coming
So
from?
the same way, like as far as
and no matter how much voodoo or witchcraft there is, there's one thing it doesn't defeat: death.
There you go.
Yeah.
there you go.
So you can, if this witchcraft and this voodoo existed and whatever, you could get powers from the devil. How come no one's ever asked the
Hey.
devil, let me live forever?
Hey, even Kimbangu, see all these stories we hear, yeah? But my man died. But you know his followers, to make it spectacular, they want to make it like, he has resisted fire. My man was most probably screaming when he was getting that whip. Stop, please. But his followers were not to hear that side of it. You get what I'm saying? We got to romanticize it. He walked through fire. They couldn't kill him. They couldn't kill him, but he still died. What the fuck?
And
he shouldn't have died.
He knew the day he was.
See, that's what romanticizing it, bro. That's what you're doing. You're romanticizing it. The man died like the rest of us died. You get what I'm saying, bro? But because we want to believe so much, we want to believe, no, his death was different. You know, like when you're almost making excuses for someone. Like, your man can't do no wrong. No, my bro won't do that, man. No, that's not him. That's not him.
No, because
that's what we do.
I think if you, like, obviously, we just were, we come in a time, we weren't fooled as easy, innit? Once we got of age, we weren't fooled as easy.
Because how long was man in jail for? And he stayed there. But we're going to make excuses for as well. He didn't escape.
Yeah.
But we're going to make excuses for as well.
No,
he didn't want to leave the jail.
No, because
he wanted to stay.
Like
Who the
you said,
fuck?
who's sorry? I would hear of certain man who went and got albeit put on themselves to protect themselves from being out on the road. And boy, I don't see them about now, cause
You don't, bro. People ain't
I want to know, fam. You need to go and get your money back because
You get what I'm saying,
clearly
bro?
it didn't work. You get what I'm saying?
I'm
Protection
telling you.
of this, or you know what I mean.
When you believe, it's
I
hard
can
to let
roll
go.
out here and be the most baddest man on road, and then just go see a man and get a little something on me, and no one can't touch me.
Well,
Really?
these guys don't believe in witchcraft.
How about yourself? You do.
I do, because the way I see it, there's good and there's bad, and if there's good, and you have spirits that can uplift you, they can take you to a next space or level of thinking of this and that.
That's just you.
But you have the opposite side of it too.
But the good and bad, we have it in a physical form. If I choose to stab my man, that's bad. But if he chooses to, I do him something and he chooses to, no, I'm going to lie down, that's good. We don't need to take it then to the spookism.
No, I'm not taking it to the spookism. It's just spirit.
Yeah, but you're looking at
We
good.
do
I'm
have
looking at good
spirit.
and bad in a physical form. Like I said, I just gave you an example in a physical
No,
form.
but
you
the
want to look
spell
at
they
it.
will cast on you won't be in the you won't see it.
Okay,
You'll
wait.
be spiritual.
Let me ask you.
But then you manifest yourself in a physical form.
See, that's
But
bullshit.
what I'm saying, yeah. So that spell they're gonna cast on somebody, is it to lead to what? To their death, right?
Well, to whatever the spell wants to be. If the spell is you love them and be like a muppet, yeah, that's exactly what's gonna happen. You'll be following this bitch like a freaking dog.
Who have you known this happen to?
A lot of people.
Oh,
Have
bro.
you seen people selling their house? They're mad in love with the bitch.
That's because they
Because
believe.
they're in love.
Bro, I've got a brethren who lost his mind, and the first thing the family did, blame an auntie. Which? But hear this though. Us man that grew up with him just knew man was smoking Buddha from early, and he's just bare smoke. He's a smoker, bro. You get what I'm saying?
I can understand that because when you say
He's a smoker. He was smoking before auntie had anything to do with it.
when you look at the
and
bigger
that shit just
aspects
caught up with him.
of stuff, That's why I said, from young, I was told, I heard it among the family, there has been something put on the family that no one can't have no relationship. And then when I really looked into the family, I'm thinking, but you lot are all messed up in the head though. So of course you ain't going to be in no great relationship. And then when I clocked what was going on, I was like, do you know what? Whatever was put on, it ain't going to come to me. You understand? So from then, that was it. I'm like, I don't care what got put on, but it ain't affecting my life. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do,
Bruv,
and that's what I'm gonna do.
Spookism don't exist.
What you gonna stay on? So we end on my thought.
Bro, me, I do not believe in voodoo. You know what? Because if that shit was like I said, if it was real,
Why didn't it help?
we wouldn't have been colonized. We wouldn't have been enslaved. We wouldn't have even be suffering the way we're suffering right now. So I'm sure if there was, witchcraft and all these powers, these fuckers are just not evil. They probably, if there is good as well, there would have been the good voodoo right now building us roads in Africa, building us hospitals and all the rest. So I don't believe in that crap.
Well, they don't believe in it. It's like Eminem doesn't like in sync, but Bizarre does. So fuck them. They don't believe in it. I do. I do. Voodoo don't exist. If you play around, you'll be eating dust like that guy that you see in the video get washed in the river. So don't go play with them guys there that he's talking about. Them medicine or whatever voodoo shit, don't play with it. Stick with your spiritual. God is the only way.
Message to the youngsters.
So
focus on yourself. Live life, mate. Don't worry about any of that. You know what I mean? You manifest it, it's gonna eat at you, innit? So focus on what's important.
Exactly.
And move with
that's where we're gonna end it at. So Tainted Windows. We now for the day.
Another one completed. Done.
Yeah.
Come on.